Okay, let's just check the sound. Okay, all right, I'm back for my, well, bi-weekly now indie game showcase stream. And it's, yes, these last few months have been very, very successful. I've had a ton of games that I've been playing, and some fantastic developers, fantastic publishers that have reached out to me. I've really enjoyed playing a lot of new games and trying out some genres that I haven't tried before. But every now and then I like to go back to basics and try the stuff that I've played many times before. Tried and true genres that I keep returning to time and again. And we're starting off with a very underground game called Cybercorp. And this one is extremely obscure, but it's a fantastic throwback to one of my favorite isometric shooters of all time. A little game called Synthetic, which is in itself is very, very obscure. And the game does take inspiration from Synthetic in both the visual style and in the gunplay. This is a good old-fashioned cyberpunk shooter. It's a fantastic isometric game, and it's it doesn't do anything genre breaking, but it just does one thing and it does it really well. So I've been enjoying the game so far, and unfortunately, the developer is very, very obscure, not very well known. So I do hope that they see this, because I've really, really been enjoying this game, and I think it should have a bit more visibility on Steam. But if you're a fan of cyberpunk shooters, if you played Synthetic and similar isometric shooter games, you want to try this one out. It's a banger. But let's jump in, and I'm going to try out one of the new missions. I've just completed the first two missions of the game, so I'm not super far into the campaign, but I didn't have to be to figure out this is a game I really wanted to keep playing. So let's jump in and start with mission 3. Now I've got some nice new weapons I've gotten my hands on, and I'm thinking, oh, targeted loot. That rifle looks pretty savage. Oh, I can't afford any of these. Okay, never mind. What I really want's that AK. Let's go, baby. So this is our handler, the operator. According to the rat's data, this is an old lair of Komodo. Search the area, there may be clues about its whereabouts. And what if I find Komodo myself? The chances of this are low, but if he's here, you are ordered to capture him. I started playing this and I was like, immediately I'm like, oh man, I've got to boot up Synthetic again. Ouch. Oh, damn. Let's try that again. That was... Let's do that without the death, eh? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, what? I'm not having that. That's a lot of mines. We'll go the long way this time. That was like 4 mines just all right on top of each other, so I couldn't dash through all of them. That's a good start to the stream. Blasted twice in a row. Okay, let's take this slow, shall we? Okay, I know this way is not great, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to... There we go. That's better. Looks like I'm already being welcomed here. Where are the flowers? We'll put flowers in your grave. Yeah, nice try, bro. And you get health back by executing enemies, so which is why I swapped to the other gun. There's all my health back. Now we're talking. Yeah, baby. Get my groove on. Get wrecked. Yeah, there we go. Up in B class. Let's get him good, son. Now, I'm not going to go for S rank on all these missions. I just want to finish them for now. The game has pretty tight gunplay, and the weapons all feel very, very responsive. Enemies a little bit on the easy side. I got to admit, the trap's kind of more of a threat than the enemies themselves in most levels. Your shield recharge rate's pretty crazy, so you don't really have to worry about dying. Like I've only died to traps so far. Enemies don't pose much of a threat. But that being said, the gunplay's tight. It's fun. The enemies are well, the enemy design's pretty good. I like that you're so mobile. You can move around the map at high speed. Can I go through that? No. There's tons of secrets in this too. And of course, all the fat loot you could ever ask for. Oh, I'm having that. Oh, damn. I shot him so many damn times, he just... Look at his health bar. That's why I died. Ooh. He was pretty tough. Most of the regular enemies aren't really much of a challenge. He's the first one that's actually posed any sort of threat. I've kind of been waltzing my way through the game. We joined the Syndicate over 5 years ago, and all this time we've remained just a small gang, cannon fodder. It's good we didn't miss the beginning. Now we have a chance to get into the top league. We'll be able to take control in our hands. But for that, I need you to do something. Whatever you say, boss. Destroy the Cybercorp agents who are pursuing me. One of them is standing behind you. You've been spotted. Don't let Komodo escape again. Okay? I like this bolt-action rifle. You can't go wrong with the classics. Hell yeah. I love the execution system in this game. Because it forces you to not play defensively and to start aggressively attacking enemies. Because you can get all of your shields and health back if you time your attacks perfectly. Oh man, these guys are tough. Yeah, this game is very much like Synthetic. And Synthetic was such a good game. There hasn't been many, and I think there's actually a sequel to Synthetic. I got a review copy of it. I streamed it a while ago, and it's been one of those games that's always stuck with me. But it's definitely a game that isn't very well known. When people talk about indie shooters, Synthetic unfortunately isn't one of those games that gets mentioned too often, which is a shame because it's a really good game. Oh, bro. I've only got myself to blame for that. I don't like how you get backed into a corner like this though sometimes. Like, it feels unfair because like this guy's just got me my back to the wall. I've got nowhere to go, so I'm just basically running around trying to hope that he doesn't bail me up. You killed many of my guys. Those who've been with me from the beginning, I'll make you pay. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat him with my current life. Also, if you die, you respawn like right in front of where you died, so it means that they can just kill you multiple times at once. I think I'm going to be pushing up daisies. I don't have the health to beat this guy or the lives. It's okay. We're going to do it until we get it. There you go. The first few missions were kind of chill. Like, I was thinking the game was too easy, but now they've... It's like third mission, they just cranked the difficulty up by like 1,000%. Out. Yeah, I like this SMG the best. The reload for it's like really easy to get to. But it's weird. The one thing I don't like is artificial walls and barriers in the game. You can kind of see that there's some barriers, like invisible walls, where you'll run into them and then your bullets you'll be firing and you'll be in an open arena and the bullets will just be hitting some invisible barrier that you can't see. There we go. See then, what did that shot hit? Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Now you've got a slide and also a dash. I don't use the slide enough, but it's actually quite effective. And you restore health by doing your... Oh, nice. I'll take that new armor. Once I can. Yeehaw! Right, now this guy smoked me last time, so I'm going to make sure that I stay at a distance. God, I love Synthetic. I got to go back and play that again. I remember when I first got a review copy of it and nobody was playing it. But sometimes you just need you just need to shoot stuff, and this game got really nice tight gunplay. Granted, it's not going to win any awards for being a, you know, super innovative game, but it's really, really tight gunplay. Controls are nice. Everything's nice about this. The only problem is the guns do kind of sometimes feel like pea shooters. I like a bit of meatiness in my guns. One of the cool things I liked about Synthetic was you could like remove body parts with weapons. All of them, the sound design for them was really keno. Like you'd have a shotgun and it would actually sound like it was, you know, tearing someone apart. I think sound design's a big thing in this game. All the guns kind of have these really tinny sound effects. I mean, it's a minor gripe, but it's just, yeah. Sometimes you just like guns just to roar, you know. If I'm laying into someone with an SMG, I should be able to see pieces of them flying off, and loud sound effects, loud out there. Especially, I mean, it's a cyberpunk game, right? Like. Again, it's a minor thing because the game otherwise is really well designed. But I guess I had to think of something bad to say. I didn't want to just overly glaze the game, but I mean, what can I say? It's fun. It's super fun. Come get some, son. Oh yeah, this gun's... That's where it's at. Oh, S rating, baby. Let's go. Did I just kill an elite? I think I did. Oh, man. Oh, you piece of crap. Going with the barrel. I should have blown all the barrels. The barrels always get me rather than them. Man, this guy's tough. If he hits me even once, he blows away my entire shield. I've nearly got him. I've nearly got him. Let's go, baby. What? How did they... Oh, it's scripted. I was going to say. You won't be able to hide beyond your pathetic time anymore. Okay, well, we did lose one life, but a win's a win. Maybe we can come back and give that one another crack with some better gear. See if we can get an S rank on it. That worked pretty well. I think I need some better guns, though. Most of the enemies in this level take a lot of shots to go down. That being said, though, looks like I got some brand new toys to check out. C rank. Not great, but I'm sure it would have been better if I hadn't have snuffed it. Did you kill him? No, he escaped again. He's surprisingly agile for such a massive body. Maybe you can provide some information on him, any weak spots. I don't know anything about him. He's been in the gang since childhood. They say he grew up in a dump. He's not in the city database or the police records. And why did he grow up on the dump, but you have the nickname Rat? That's not my nickname. It's you damn corporations who call me that. I have a name, Rita. I demand to be called by my name. I'll call you Rita, I don't care. But now I can confidently say there's no rats in my apartment. Am I bothering you? I've tracked the location of Komodo, sending coordinates. I reckon we got time for one more mission. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, health boost. Yeah, I want that. Health boost 2. Yes. Hell yeah, we just got a brand new upgrade. And expanded magazine, yeah. Ooh. Yes, please. Okay. I guess we can give that a try now. We've now got a healing ability, which would really help me. Inventory. Auto turrets. Honestly, I want the healing zone. I don't get a third skill until mission 10. Yeah, I was hoping I'd get some hand grenades or something. The problem is you've only got like 2 weapons in your sword. I really wish you could get some grenades and traps and stuff without having to do 10 missions before you can get to them. Let me see if I've got some better gear. Looks like we have got some pretty... Ooh, nice. Heavy body armor. No, I'm not really into heavy... I think we'll go with mercenary. Yeah. And... oh, we can repaint it? Hell yeah. Let's go with vampire, yeah. I like that. And mercenary level 3. And do we have black? Dark Knights? No. Oh yes. I like that. That's what we're going with. Very nice. Got some proper protection now. Let's go for mission 4. I was able to track the signal of the Komodo transporter. It seems it is settled in the abandoned solar industry factory. I can't find any information about what solar produced here, but be careful in any case. Even if the factory is abandoned, it's unlikely they left it unguarded. What's Komodo doing here? That's what you'll have to find out. Let's go, baby! Want to get me some goodies. Can I hack through there? Maybe not. Oh, yes I can. Hey! Nice try, bro. Your health comes back really quick too. I do like that. The game's always encouraging you to be on the move. Closed here. Perhaps I should have called before paying a visit. Take the task more seriously. I cannot open this door remotely. A factory is an autonomous network. You'll need to find a working terminal with access to the inside network. I'll use your synth as a retro relay and try to infiltrate inside. Yeah, it seems a rifle's the way to go in this game. My access has been blocked. Whoops. That was a nice bit of evasive action there. Access is closed again. Find another terminal. This time it'll definitely work. Is there no green button? Open the door. How much do you know about modern cybersecurity systems? And find the terminal, okay. Let's reload. Get ready to party. I do not like that. I don't like how sometimes you go into a cutscene and enemies will be all around you, so you can end up getting smoked in the middle of the cutscene too in some cases. The factory is quite large, even by Solar's standards. Also, some of the cutscenes are over so quick you can't read them. Like I said, it's just little things, but yeah, this game does have its share of just little... it's not even bugs, I think it's just more like usability issues. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm stuck. Ow. EMP bombs. What are these synths? Oh, again, please don't do that, game. Let me read what's going on before you remove the cutscene. No one can read that fast. That's what I like to see, son. According to the building plans, this elevator can be used to access control rooms. Komodo should be there. It's the only place from where the entire factory can be controlled. Give me the loot, son. This game's got a banging soundtrack too. The elevator was just working. Komodo blocked my access. I need access to the terminal again. Find something. Okay. Gonna have to hold that again. You cut me off. Next terminal, okay. I think we've kind of got an idea. Now the gameplay is a bit on the repetitive side, I will admit. We need another terminal. Okay, I'm trying. They've forgotten I'm here. Nice. I'm gonna need to upgrade my guns. This dinky little SMG just isn't doing the job. A little bit more, okay. Go, 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 go! Oh, man. Shoot, 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 shoot! Get him, son! Taste it, you bastard. Wow, I didn't expect to hear that from you. Oh, that's it. Hell yeah. Should we do one more? I think we got time for one more. Let's do one more. Ouch, that was not the greatest rating. Let's see if we can upgrade our weapons. This machine gun's nice and all, but I can see some better. I mean, a shotgun's probably... Yeah, shotgun. Enemies always seem to be up in my face all the time, so shotgun and maybe... It's a Judas, that's a... Ooh, an energy rifle, yeah. Looks like a rare too. We'll give that a go. Why not, son? Oh, we're going to fight Komodo. Let's do it. What a good way to finish up this game. Let's go. Let's go give Komodo a taste of these brand new guns that we liberated from his men. I've been itching for some payback. Okay, this is going to be one hell of a fight, and we have the perfect arena for it. Here you are, scum. What are you afraid of? To face me in a fair fight? Send a synth again instead of yourself. You find everything funny. Well, it's okay. I've also got a couple of toys now, so it'll be a fair fight. Ouch! But why am I still... One hit? Are you kidding me? He hit me once, dude. That is very hard to dodge. Oh, come on, can't just one-shot me. See, I'm gonna die in one go from that. I'm not even gonna bother healing. That's... I'm restarting that mission. That's... I got the best possible gear, and that boss can just kill me in one hit. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. Unless you're playing Dark Souls, it seems a little unfair to me. And it's not so much the one hit; it's the fire damage in this game. It just seems to last for ages. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Because I'm in this tiny arena with very little dodging angle. Oh, see? Straight away. I'm gonna die from that. Because it's an insta-kill. And look at this. These guys will just be... They're waiting for me to respawn. So as soon as I'm back... Look at that guy. Immediately he's on my ass. Like, straight away. That's not fair. I'm going to die from fire again. Because it's just an insta-kill. Not impressed. I'm going to say that's... Not impressed with that. And look, he's standing right there when I die. So he gets a free hit on me a second time. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this boss fight? This is quite poor. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I understand if there's like a skill issue, but the problem is that you're in this tiny arena, and when you do die, these guys are standing there to belt the crap out of you, and it's not fair because there's a cooldown on your dash, so I can only dash one of these two guys, so I have to pick the one that's going to do the least amount of damage. I'm going to die again. We can try that again, but yeah, that boss fight's very poor. I like this game, but I am not a fan of that fight. Because it's arbitrary, it's not fair. You've got a cooldown on your dash, which I understand. You wouldn't want to dash constantly because it would break the game. But you've got two bosses that have a attack that nearly kills you, and you've only got one dash, which means you can only dodge, and they attack immediately one after the other. So you can only dodge one of their two attacks. So now the fire's got me. Look, he grazed me. I'm going to die. I can only just dodge that one attack. See? I'm screwed. So respawn. Look at this. He's waiting for me. He's standing right next to my ass. So as soon as I respawn, he's on me again. Look at that. I've got no hope. Look, he did that twice in a row. How am I supposed to dodge two of them? So see, I'm going to die again from the fire. Even though I dodged it, it just has to be like a glancing shot. I was actually really enjoying this game up until that point. This guy's not too bad. I can dodge most of his attacks, but it's because there's two of them. Okay, so now I've got to fight this guy. And keeping in mind, I just fought those two robots, so... This guy's actually a piece of cake compared to the two robots. Yeah, this guy's a joke. The two robots were way harder than him. I wasn't even trying. Yeah, I don't like that too. Like, if you're in the middle of a kill, you're required to do these quick time kills, but that means that enemies just surround you, and then just as soon as you come out of the animation, so you've got iframes during the animation, but enemies would just queue up next to you, and as soon as you come out of the animation, you saw they just blasted me full of holes, and I couldn't do a damn thing about it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was not a fan of that boss fight, but I mean, everything up until that point I actually liked. I think it just needs a bit of, there's a bit of rebalancing needed. And if you're going to die, enemies need to walk off. You can't have the enemies standing over the top of your corpse, and as soon as you respawn, they just start blasting away at you as soon as you're back. Because as soon as I respawn, they shot half of my health away before I could even start moving. That being said, I think it's just little stuff. It's rebalancing, but I'm not going to lie. That's probably one of the things that I think they need to change. And the reviews for this game were mixed. I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of people cited these reasons, like the game is a little buggy, it's a bit rough around the edges. But honestly, I think the boss fights and also it's the difficulties kind of all over the place. Some missions are a cakewalk. Some missions are just brutal. Some bosses, like the first part of the boss fight's easy, and the second part was brutal as hell. And the second part of it, I was sleepwalking through it, which is it's strange. It's really strange. But in any case, do I like this game? Yes, it is a lot of fun, but there are some areas that, like I said, need a bit of balancing. It's fun. It is fun. Is it better than or as good as synthetic? Of course not. But it's a nice alternative, and I think the developer could do well if they're gonna go back and maybe rework some of these things, maybe rejig the difficulty, make the boss fights a little bit more consistent, and make it so that if you are going to have a game, if this is a roguelike and then when you die, that would be different. But having it so that you die and then respawn, and then enemies will just stand over the top of you, that I'm not a fan of. And also one-hit kill bosses. I mean, unless you're trying to make Dark Souls, I don't. I'm not a fan of it. It seems like damage across the board's inconsistent. Regular enemies don't do a whole lot of damage. Even some of the boss fights, you can kind of shrug it off. But certain bosses like that, those mech bosses, just if I miss even one hit, they didn't. A few times they didn't even get me the direct shot. They just hit me with a glancing blow. But the fire damage in this game, elemental damage in this game, is so ridiculously high. If you get hit with electric damage, fire damage, cold damage, it does more damage than anything else in the game. It's absolutely debilitating. So often when you have enemies that have elemental attacks, you just have to stand back and shoot them from a very far distance so you don't get hit. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good indication of whether you want to pick this game up. It's a really nice little budget shooter. It does have a couple of rough edges, but I still think it's worth a try. But this would be one I would recommend you pick up on sale, because I'm going to do like I always do. Let's just check the price. Look, it's $20, but at the moment it's on sale, and it's like $13. So, I mean, for that price, I reckon it's worth it. But I would definitely get this on sale. I wouldn't buy full price for it because, if you're gonna if you want to get an isometric shooter, there's the synthetic games which are a lot better, and there's also a lot of other bullet hell games out there. But I think this game's pretty good to stand on its own. I think on sale it's worth a try. But I've got some other games I'm going to get to, so let's move on to the next game.